Hey guys, welcome to the Beyond the Vision podcast, episode 1 with your host, Shirkydra Roberts. I'm so excited, y'all. This is episode one, and it's just me and you today. I do have a lineup. I got some episodes, some bangers coming your way, but I really wanted to get to know you and you get to know me and really just build this following, build this platform in a sense and letting you know that we're going beyond the vision, y'all. We're going beyond the threshold. We're going beyond the challenges, the mistakes, the errors, the all the skimmers in the world. Like we're just going beyond the horizon. It's time to move past what used to be. Move past those old ways, move past, everything that has been invested in us and the things that we lack. Like it's time to go beyond that. It's time to go beyond a good idea. It's time to go beyond the stopping point, like get to the finish line, and it's time to start a new race, y'all. So I want to tell you, it's time for us collectively to do something different so we can be different, so we can produce something different. It's an impact to the world when you can stand up and create a voice for the voiceless. It's an impact to the world when you can start something that builds generational wealth. It's an impact to the world when you can make investments and not worry about what you're going to eat tomorrow. Like somebody out there needs your gift. They need what you're doing. And that's why I started the Beyond the Vision podcast, because how many people are going beyond their horizon? How many people know how to go beyond what they see? And I got a lineup, y'all. I'm telling you, some people who really had a vision, but then they went beyond that vision to see something that's beautiful, impactful, that's shifting, that's generationally going to change people's perspective, ideas. And that's what I want you to know that you're going to get from this podcast, y'all. Like expect authenticity, expect transparency. We're going to be real. It's not to offend anyone. It's not just religion. It's not just faith. It's not just business. It's a lifestyle. It's about how we see. It's the psyche behind who we are, y'all. So I want to let you, for those who don't know me, my name is Shirkydra Roberts. I'm the host of the Beyond the Vision podcast. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a life transformation coach. I'm an author. I'm a Me Too advocate. And overall, you probably see me in uniform because I'm an engineering officer in the United States Navy. I've served for 13 years now. So I'm excited about that. And balancing entrepreneurship and having a career. Most people would say, go all in entrepreneurship. But I think you can be successful when you have a career and you have a business and you build that business to where when it's time for you to retire, then you can hang it up and let's go travel. Let's go do great things. Let's go be better. Let's go do what it is that we really want to do. So that's why I do what I do. I want to set my family up, when it's that time, and make sure that my children and my family knows that we have the freedom of time. That's really when you think about business. And when I think about going beyond a vision, it's not just about finances. It's not just about investments. It's literally about how we're going to free up our time. You see what I'm saying? 3 years ago, I started IME. It's called Impact, Aspire, Motivate Enterprises. And it's about impacting the world, impacting your life, aspiring to be something greater than your yesterday, greater than your today, aspiring to be greater than your hero, aspiring to be greater than who you see on the television, and then motivating other people to do the same thing. Like it's like operation betterment, moving in betterment, moving in a better version of yourself every single day when you wake up. How do you set your routine? How do you be better? Like it's some good people. It's like, listen, it's some dope people in the world, y'all. Like we out here killing the game. But there is no stopping point in life, y'all. There is no quitting. There is no, giving in. There is no giving up. There is no turning back, y'all. It's all about betterment. How do I get better? How do I serve better? How do I speak better? How do I execute better? Like it's always better. But in order to get better, you got to see beyond what you see right now. And that's really why I started the Beyond the Vision podcast, because I wanted people to realize that in life, man, we go through so many things. We talk about so many things. We got to heal from so many things. So many things get put into our bodies, our minds, society, family, trauma, environments, like all these influences that happen on a day-to-day. Day-to-day, somebody's wondering what they're going to eat. Day-to-day, somebody's fighting this person off of them. Day-to-day, somebody's dying inside while carrying a smile. Day-to-day, somebody's like, I feel purposeless. I'm fearful. I'm doubtful. Every single day. But it takes somebody like me. It takes somebody like you, somebody that's listening to this podcast right now, to motivate that person and say, you know what? Your life matters, man. King and queen, your life matters, man. Your dreams, they still matter. I know your mom, your dad, your cousins, nobody supported you, but it matters. It matters. You are somebody right now. Anybody who listening to this episode right now, I want you to stop for a moment. Not if you're driving. I want you to be safe now. Because some of you probably on your way to work or ready to go, get excited about your day. So thank you for listening to me to get your day started. But I really want you to tell yourself that you matter, that your idea is important, that your vision still exists. There's something beyond that that's greater than you, waiting for you. When I wrote my second book, I told you I was an author. I wrote my second book called Just Unwrapping, and it's literally about having a gift and not unwrapping it, because you know what that gift is usually wrapped in? Pain, regret, trauma, challenges, y'all, experiences that we don't even want to talk about. We haven't even told anybody about. Think about that experience you haven't talked about yet. That place inside of you that doesn't even have a voice yet. Think about that place. That's usually where our gifts come from. That's usually where that upkeep, like when we really start moving in life, we heal from that place. We talk about that place. We start businesses because of that place. We start nonprofits and movements and write books from that place that we don't talk about. You just never know what's wrapped in pain, but you also never know what's underneath that pain either. And that pain moves mountains. That pain, it breeds power. It breeds strength. It does so much for us. And I am a product of a pain, but I don't allow that pain to be the only product that I produce. Right. And so I get into a perspective of that, because some people are like, Key, like, what you mean by that? And I mean, like, I wouldn't be a speaker. I wouldn't be a coach. I wouldn't be an author. I wouldn't go hard in the paint the way I do at work as an African-American woman in the Navy in an engineering male-dominated field. I wouldn't do it, man, if I didn't realize the strength I had from my pain. If I didn't realize how powerful my story truly is. Forgiveness is not easy, but it happens. Getting through your pain, it's not easy, but it happens. Making decisions on your own, supporting yourself, it's not easy, y'all, but it happens. So how do we navigate through this thing we call life alone? How do we navigate through this life without the support? How do we navigate when we don't want to go to therapy? We don't want to go to counseling. We don't want to hire a coach. How do we navigate when we don't know what resources, when it's time to start a business, a nonprofit? How do we navigate when our spouse has been with us for years and they don't know our story? How do we navigate, y'all? How do we navigate? We got to go beyond the horizon. We got to go beyond our own routines. We got to go beyond what we know, what we knew, what was introduced to us. We got to go beyond that. We got to go beyond the norm. Like, what is normal? No, make your own normal. Today, make a new normal. Change, shift. You know what I'm saying? Revamp. You know what I mean? Like, we are in the lineage of a carpenter. We know how to renovate. We know how to renovate, man. We really know how to get out there and say, you know what? I'm going to reframe this to work for me. I'm going to make this work in the best of my ability, and I'm going to give it 100%. Because every time we do something, every time we show up, it should be with the intent of giving it 100%. And what you're doing right now, you can't give it 100%. It's time to think something. It's time to go beyond that. It's time to really take it beyond the vision. And what I really want to do with this platform and this podcast is really introduce you to more people that may look like you, that may have experienced some things that you've experienced, not just my experience, but everybody's experience, to show you that through struggle, through challenges, through mistakes, through downfalls, like we still trying to make it. And not just trying, but we are making it. We are creating impact in the world. We're planting new seeds. We're building new trees for people to eat off those fruits. Like, we're doing new things out here, y'all, but you got to be able to open your eyes to see it that way. You got to be able to say, you know what? I understand my childhood. I understand my upbringing wasn't all the way right. I know my parents tried to do the best that they could. And some, you don't even feel that way. But you know what? I'm going to be the shift. I'm going to be the change. I'm going to stop saying I'm angry. I'm going to do something positive with that anger. I'm going to stop saying that I'm doubtful. I'm going to get out there and really have faith within my abilities and myself. I'm going to stop using my past as a crutch to not do nothing. It's time to stop using our pain and what we don't know to keep us stuck and still. What does stuck and still get you? Oh, wait. Nothing, right? Yeah. Stuck and still doesn't get you anything. Literally, we have to start creating a movement within ourselves. And that starts with faith within yourself. It starts with seeing yourself. It starts with believing in yourself. It starts with saying, you know what? I got this. Even if I fail, I'll know that I got to do it a different way. I know that if this doesn't work for me, I'm going to shift. I'm going to try. Even if I got to hire somebody, I'm going to figure this out. I'm not going to stay in relationships that don't value my worth. Let's talk about it. Worth. That you dictate, we dictate as humans. We're We got to get out of a place of limiting beliefs, limiting values, limiting what we expect from people, y'all. Like literally, it's about talking about it. It's about um, exposing it. Like, what are we going to really do to make sure that our happiness and our joy is a priority? Because nobody's going to make it a priority until you make it a priority. Nobody's going to support you more until you start supporting you more. Nobody's going to love you more until you start loving yourself more. Nobody's going to do more. Guess what? Until you start doing more, y'all. Like that's what it is. That's where we are in this world. That's where we are in this life. And it's important that you realize that and you understand that, because you want things to shift. You want things to change, but you don't realize the change starts with you. The change starts internal. It starts with us. What are you going to do to go beyond what you feel? What are you going to do to go beyond what you see? What are you going to do to go beyond that pain, that trauma, that hurt, that idea, that bad relationship, that broken sister brothership, that broken parentship? What are you going to do to go beyond that now? That's what this platform, Beyond the Vision podcast, is all about, y'all. As your host, I want to get to know you. I want to know what you want to hear. Whether you DM me on social media, if you want to be a guest on the Beyond the Vision podcast, please email me at impactaspiremotivate@gmail.com or hit me on LinkedIn, any social media sites. But this is all about taking the audience beyond what they see right now, beyond what they feel right now, beyond where they are right now, and putting you into a different element. I want you to dominate your field. I want you to dominate your goals. I want you to dominate the love that you have for yourself, man. Like, we got to just do better within ourselves so that anything we do gets 100% of us, gets 100% of what we want to profit. Like, what is it that you really want out of life? And that thing that you want, how are you going to get it? The only way to really get it and get it to make it meet your expectation is to give it 100%. So I'm so excited, y'all, as we go along this journey. Share the podcast, invite people to listen to the podcast, and give me your feedback. Let me know how you feel, how you think. This is also going to be live on YouTube. So we're going on all platforms, including YouTube. So go on YouTube, look for us, make sure you subscribe, like, all that good stuff, and share your thoughts. I want to hear your feedback. I want to hear from you, but know that this is all about Xing out limiting beliefs. We're taking out anything that came with our generation that we don't fit into or we don't align with. We're not going to use it no more. We're going beyond the vision, y'all. We're going beyond the vision. We're going beyond what we feel, see, and we're going beyond what we feel like we need to do. And it's time to execute, y'all. So I'm excited. Again, I'm your host, Shirkydra Roberts, and I am expecting an abundance. Therefore, an abundance is going to happen. So until next time, y'all, I'll see you in the next episode. Or if you're in the audio, then you will hear me in the next episode of the Beyond the Vision podcast. So keep searching, keep looking, keep moving, keep executing. And until next time, let's keep moving beyond the vision.